Hi, it's me, Lydia. Just showing up. So that's the name of my channel now. Hi, it's me, Lydia. And I'm still going to talk about what's going on in the world, but I'm just going to show up as myself. Meaning, when I first started this in April, and when I first started the channel years ago, I did it as a digital marketing expert, and I wanted to share all my digital marketing tools and stuff like that. And then a few months ago, I decided I wanted to change the channel to talk about what's going on in our country. And I did that. And then I changed it to a couple of different names. The last one being A&L Hot Topics, which stands for Alan and Lydia. That's my husband's name and mine. My husband's gotten really busy with work and he doesn't seem to have the time to get on, line with me. So I decided to change it to Hi, it's me, Lydia. If we decide that he has time in the future to come hang out with me on this channel, we might change it back. We might not. We might just keep it as Hi, it's me, Lydia. And my guest is Alan. It started off as with the premise of being a podcast or a podcast. And I even got the microphones and all that good stuff. And then it was like, let's find an area where we can set it up. And like we have a big house, we can set it up, but it's like not central air. So there's certain parts of the house that are just really, really hot right now. And we just decided, I decided that there's a lot of online tools that, so for instance, when I'm done taping this, you won't know, but I'll go through a podcast system. It's called Riverside. And I can go in and change the elements, change how I edit this video and make it look and sound like a podcast, a video podcast. I'm sitting here on my bed. I'll probably just do this every week. And I have the wall behind me and it's nothing fancy. And I remember there was a person, I can't remember his name, but he's been in this now for about a year, talking about what's going on in America, but he does it more from a journalistic approach. I'm doing it more from just me sitting in here. I have my social media and my new media marketing background, and I have my business communications background from SNHU. I have a bachelor's degree. So I'm just as smart, just as intelligent as everyone else that's doing this. I just didn't want, it's just not me. My personality is not, let me sit behind a computer or behind a desk and talk to people. I want to just be myself and not feel like I have to be phony or on. So this is more my style, and I hope that people resonate with it. But yeah, we're gonna get into it. I don't want to go on and on because I feel like the news does bring a lot of elements, and they have a lot of different, obviously, articles online that are talking about this stuff. But I do want to talk about things from a perspective of what's going on in this country and how it's affecting people and how it's affecting me, how it's affecting you, and let's have that conversation. So yeah, we have the big beautiful bill, so they're calling it, and there's nothing beautiful about this bill at all. It takes away. What's interesting is they're talking about what this takes away, and I feel like in my opinion, it's the final, the straw that breaks the camel's back, so to speak. So you have FEMA, you have USAID. USAID is a big one because that's the US aid. As we know, we have now hurricane season. All these things that come into place of helping people and saving their lives has been taken away. There's a weather man that was on, you can find him on YouTube. Just look up the weather man that talks about what Trump is doing is going to literally kill people. You have a weatherman that's saying we are in hurricane season, the most dangerous season of the year for certain areas. And we all know this, right? And yet and still there's nothing being done. Trump has taken away. And people are saying it's the Senate, it's the Congress, it's Trump. He came back in full swing saying, this is what I want. And you have the people, the I call them yes people, doing whatever he wants. So at the end of the day, the president of the United States is killing people. And it's not just with the aid stuff. It is also people that are being deported to El Salvador. El Salvador is the last place you go. Okay, so let's get it right. Let's get this right. If people walk out of there alive or not screwed up in the head, then they're lucky. But let's face it, you don't want to end up in El Salvador, okay? Then you have, let's get to it, the big ugly bill that takes away Medicaid for millions and millions of people, Medicaid and Medicare. A lot of people are saying it's one, but it's both because they're all intertwined, right? United Health, my husband and I, we have United Health through his company. They recently sent us a letter saying that they're not sure if they can cover certain things under Medicaid or Medicare. I mean, I always get confused, but the thing of it is it's already starting, right? So what I'm saying to you is that it's not like if you have a better insurance that you're not going to be affected by this. My husband is on Medicaid because of his age. My son is on Medicaid because of his disability. And his disability is mostly mental health, but it is an impairment because he was born with impairments, developmental issues. And so there's a lot of people out there, my parents, whoever else is us, because premiums are going to shoot up with people that have regular insurance, it's going to shoot up. It's going to be so expensive that we can't afford it anymore. Companies aren't going to be able to afford it. So that's just one part of the bill. Another part of the bill is that Trump wants to have a provision in there. It's already in there that's saying that he does not have to, he cannot be held in contempt of court by the Supreme Court justices. That's scary because what that's saying is I'm speaking as Trump. I can do whatever I want and I cannot be held in contempt, which is just perfect for someone that's a convicted felon, right? There's a lot of different provisions. I'm trying to think of all of them, but mainly right now is the Elon thing, right? Elon is now saying that he's against the bill because it's going to raise the deficit. I am very concerned about that as well, but I can't understand why Elon is sort of like turning on Trump. And the only thing I can think of is he didn't get what he wanted. And this is what I think. I think Elon is a big ass baby who is, someone that is not well in the head. He's hooked on ketamine and all other kind of drugs. Okay, so let's just call it what it is. He's not a present father. He doesn't care about his kids. He used one of his kids as a prop. Okay. And I think that what it is I think he's pissed off right now because he thought he was going to come in and be the Doge head person, and people were going to love him for what he was doing. He didn't care that he looked like an ass running around with a sledge. What do you call it? The not sledgehammer. I'm sorry, one of the chainsaw across the stage. Or Heil Hitler. He doesn't care about. He doesn't. That's not the problem. His problem is he thought he was going to be liked, whether it was by these right-wing crazy people that voted for them, whether it was just someone that said, oh, he's coming in to save us. He's a savior. I don't know what he thought, but he thought he was going to find some people that loved him. Everyone hated him. And so now I think he's turned against Trump because there are people that obviously, even that voted for Trump, that has turned against everything. And this gives him people to say, oh, look at Elon. He's doing a great thing. Because all they really want, him and Trump and all these people that are narcissists, they just want people to love them. So I think this whole thing of turning against Trump is to get people to love him. I wanted to keep this under 10 minutes. I'm almost there. I'm smiling a little bit because it's so insane. Everything, and I don't know what else to do. Sometimes I laugh through pain, but none of this is funny. And at the end of the day, a lot of people we're saying are going to be affected. They're already affected because of being swiped out of this country illegally under the guise of immigration issues. Now it's going to get a lot worse, people. This is nothing yet. It's just crazy. What do you think? Can you chime in with me? Have a conversation? I'm here.